The thief snatches the mobile and runs away. The man shouts, "My mobile, thief! Catch him!" The thief goes and sits in a car. The man is chasing him. The thief says, "Yes, yes, I snatched it." And as soon as he looks at the phone screen, "Huh? What is this? This Sandra in his mobile?" The thief says to the driver, "Stop!" The thief gets out of the car and catches the man saying, "Sandra? She is my girlfriend. Why is her picture in your mobile?" The man says, "Your girlfriend? She is my wife for 3 years." The thief says, "Impossible. Sandra and I are together for 6 months." The man says, "If you don't believe, look here. These are our pictures and this wedding ring." The thief says, "We have to confront her. I have a plan." He calls Sandra. "Yes, darling, I'm just reaching. But listen, why not we meet in the park?" Sandra says, "Okay, I'm coming." The thief says to the man, "Look, Sandra is coming. Now see what happens." The thief goes to meet Sandra. The husband is watching from the car. Sandra says, "Are you okay?" The thief says, "Yes, everything is fine. I have to talk to you. Do you know what I do?" Sandra says, "Yes, you are a thief, but I love you." The thief says, "Then come with me on a theft today." Sandra says, "What? No, you do it yourself. I can't do it." The thief says, "If you don't come, I will leave you." Sandra agrees. Sandra's husband enters the house. Now the thief says to Sandra, "We have to steal from this house. Let's go inside." Sandra says, "No, I'm feeling bad." The thief says, "Come inside, otherwise I'll take you by force." As they enter the house, Sandra hides a picture with her husband. The husband comes and hits the thief on the head with a stick. The husband says, "Sandra, are you okay?" Sandra says, "Yes, I'm fine." The husband says, "But you went to Aunt's house." Sandra lies. "Yes, but I forgot something, so I had to come back." At the same time, the wife says, "Maybe someone is outside." Sandra goes outside and sees the neighbor at the door. He says, "Is everything okay? I heard noise." Sandra says, "Yes, I was about to fall from the stairs. Maybe that's what you heard." Neighbor says, "But I saw a stranger at your door." Sandra says, "No, no one was there. You misunderstood." Neighbor says, "I'll say hello to your husband." The neighbor comes inside and sees the thief lying unconscious. Neighbor says, "Who is this man?" Sandra says, "He's a thief. He just entered the house." Neighbor says, "No, he is the same man I saw with you outside." Sandra says, "No, please be quiet. You are misunderstanding." Neighbor says, "I will call the police." The husband comes and hits the neighbor on the head, and he falls down. Then the husband says to Sandra, "Quickly pack your stuff. We have to leave from here." Sandra quickly puts her clothes in the bag and tells the husband to leave from here. Husband says, "Sandra, this thief was your partner, right?" The thief also wakes up. Sandra says, "No, you misunderstood." Husband says, "You cheated me, and that too with a thief." The thief says, "You never told me that you have a husband." Sandra says, "Please forgive me." Husband says, "Forgive you again. Now I will tell everyone in the neighborhood who you really are." The thief and the neighbor both go away. Husband says, "Get out of my house." Sandra cries and says, "Please forgive me. You are my whole world." Husband puts her bag outside. Sandra falls, begs, but the husband doesn't listen at all. Should the husband forgive her? Tell us your opinion in the comments. If you like the video, do like, share, and subscribe.